Thank you, Mayor. First, I wanted to thank you for bringing this up. I hope you got my email that I sent to you, but I appreciate you calling this. I've been pretty harsh with you and the board as a whole for silence on this. And you, Scott Orr, who stood over two women to try to keep them from raising questions about it, and then to sit there and say, oh, well, nothing was said. That is gross hypocrisy, and you, sir, will be judged by God,
I'm not listening
by
to your
history,
lies.
and
I'm
by
not
the
listening
voters.
to your lies. I'm
not on
listening
your
to
time
it.
right now,
I'm
sir.
done listening to you.
You're
Mr.
the
Neal.
one, sir, who called this a circus.
I'm done listening to you. I will not cower to you.
Hey, he
Now,
has 3 minutes.
sir.
He has 3
yeah,
minutes.
sorry.
Please direct it to the entire council.
Yes,
okay?
sir, I will.
All right.
I applaud you again for calling for a statement to this country, to this community, because it's not just Enid. White nationalist groups have come out of the woodwork today to applaud this man and thank him for not cowering. He has done nothing to repudiate those groups tonight. He has not repudiated VDARE. He has not repudiated his fellow leaders of Identity of Evropa who are applauding him now. He has not repudiated his actions. He has not made an apology. I am an Orthodox Catholic priest, and to some of you that's a joke and I don't care. When someone comes and sits in my confessional, they have to confess with contrition. They must be contrite for their sins in order to receive forgiveness. You, sir, have expressed no contrition. To hide behind God, to cover your hatred, when you were wanting to get into this seat, you talked about flying under the radar to bring Nazism and to bring white supremacy into government. You've been flying under the radar, and now that you're on the radar, you scurry off to make a statement that has absolutely no content.
James, you have 30 seconds.
If you want this nation to view Enid as a place for people who can be here in peace and love, where all will be in equality, you have to censure him tonight. Because the hate groups are watching, the national news is watching, God is watching.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioner Norwood did ask me to make a few comments. First, I do want to commend you personally, Mr. Mayor, for your leadership in this and your ability to hold a crowd. That's a talent that you certainly have, and I admire that about you. I do not have any control over what anyone on the internet says about me, and one of the first pieces of advice I was given was do not pay attention to what people say about you online. So I don't believe it would be wise for me to comment on who's saying what about me, because then I would spend all my time commenting on who says what instead of doing my duty. I will say this. All of us have said foolish things in our lives. We've said things that we regret, and we have especially said things through the phone that, when taken out of context, can make you look like a terrible person. I've had some of the worst moments of my life put on blast to the world, which is very rare for individuals to go through. And if I've offended anyone in here, then I ask to be forgiven. You don't have to. That's not your right. You don't have to believe me. That's fine. But Commissioner Norwood asked me to speak from the heart tonight, and I believe that's what I've done. Thank you.